What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back with a bit of a market talk video for ya. Folks, I've been taking a very close look at a lot of the cards that came out in the year 2025, so very recently, and a lot of these cards have plummeted in value. A lot of these chase cards that you're after have come down significantly, especially in the Mega Evolution sets like Mega Evolution and Phantasmal Flames. These cards have come down significantly, along with a couple of other sets. Cards from Destined Rivals, along with cards from Journey Together, have taken a hit as well. And I think there's a buying opportunity here, folks. Whether you are a collector and or an investor, or both, I think you gotta take a look at some of the prices of these cards. There's some opportunity here. But first, a quick shout out to today's awesome video sponsor. It is CantoShark.com, the ultimate Pokemon card marketplace. The CantoShark marketplace continues to shine with a tremendous variety of modern and vintage graded cards and enough sealed product to quench even the most hardcore collector's thirst. Right here we have a slew of very reasonably priced XY era booster boxes, graded gold star cards, shining cards, crystal cards, base set cards, the list goes on and on. This is also a great marketplace to sell your cards with their competitive consignment fees and unmatched expertise and experience in this hobby. A link to the website will be in the description of this video. Folks, please support the channel. Go check out what CantoShark has, and if you pick anything up, let me know. Alright folks, I'm excited for this video. As you know, this past year I've been picking up a ton of singles. I've normally just been a sealed collector and a graded card investor, but like I said, the past year I've been picking up singles like it's nobody's business. Let's get started off with the number 10 card on today's list. It would be the Ethan's Ho-Oh Special Illustration Rare from the coveted Destined Rivals set. This card has a current market price of $138, which is down 42.77% in the past 3 months, and a PSA 10 copy of this card sold most recently for $403. So this card here, folks, checks off 3 boxes on my list of what to invest in. You have the Ho-Oh, which is an S-tier Pokemon. It's from Destined Rivals, which is arguably one of the top 3 best sets in the Scarlet and Violet era, and it's a very tough to pull special illustration rare, and it's also down over 42%, which prompted me to want to pick this card up. Up next, we have another card from Destined Rivals. This one here is the Misty's Lapras Illustration Rare. This card is currently down 43.03% in the past 3 months, with a market price of $22.52, and a PSA 10 copy of this card sold most recently for $157.50. The next card on the list is the Mega Sharpedo EX Special Illustration Rare from the very new set Phantasmal Flames. This card is sitting at a market price as a near mint copy for $29.86, which is down 50.23%. And for being a $30 raw card, the PSA 10 price is not too shabby. The most recent PSA 10 sold for $375. And with the price being cut in half, I think this is a very underrated card right now. Let's take a break from set cards and talk about promo cards, specifically the Pokemon Center cards, which a lot of them have come down in recent times. As you know, throughout the year of 2020, a lot of the Pokemon Center ETBs and the Pokemon Center promos were skyrocketing, but they have come down quite a bit, particularly the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, Pokemon Center exclusive from the Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETB, is currently sitting at a market price of $76.84, which is down 51.34%. And folks, this card is no slouch as a PSA 10, having sold most recently for $575. Which leads me to the next card, and it would be the Pokemon Center exclusive Alakazam promo from Mega Evolution. This card is down 51.64% and has a market price of $53.13. And a PSA 10 copy of this card just sold for $512. I like to put my money with the OG Pokemon. A lot of these Pokemon Center exclusive Pokemon are very new, relatively unknown. I don't have a lot of faith in their popularity like I do Alakazam or even Wobbuffet. Next up, we have the Piplup illustration rare from Phantasmal Flames. This card is currently sitting at a market price of $11.79, which is down 52.84% in the past 3 months. And a PSA 10 copy of this card sold most recently for $305. An $11 card that currently sells as a Gem Mint 10 for over $300? Sure, why not? Up next, we have the Mega Charizard EX Hyper Rare card from Phantasmal Flames. Folks, this one is a bit pricier than the ones we've been reviewing. Currently sitting at a market price of $319.51. which is down 60.18%. And this card is an example of big risk, big reward, as it's currently sitting at a PSA 10 value of about $3,450. Now, I am a little more hesitant when it comes to these big number raw cards like this one here. $320 for a raw copy of this card makes me sweat a little bit, but it is down over 60%, so I felt like I had to mention it. Next up, we have another Mega Charizard EX. This one is the full art version from Phantasmal Flames. Not nearly as valuable as the Hyper Rare, but it's still sitting at a market price of about $38.56, which is down 62.74%. And this card sells as a PSA 10 for about $380. So I'm seeing a theme here with these Charizards from Phantasmal Flames, where the PSA 10s are literally 10 times more expensive than their raw copies. Up next, we have the Meowth illustration rare from, you guessed it, Phantasmal Flames. This card is currently down 76.5% in the past 3 months and has a market price of $14.10. So very, very inexpensive right now, while the PSA 10 copies have sold for about $252. This is a card that I am looking to pick up more than just one copy of because it's so affordable right now. I recommend you look into it. Before we get to the number one card on today's list, let's take a look at several honorable mention cards that I looked up. Here we have the Articuno illustration rare from Journey Together that is down 32.61%. and has a market price of $15.15, along with the Whale Lord illustration rare, also from Journey Together, which is down 34.16% and has a market price of $10.85. And folks, is it just me, or do the illustration rares slap harder than the special illustration rares from Journey Together? I am much more inclined to collect these illustration rares like Articuno and Whale Lord than I am a lot of these other cards. Might just be me, I don't know. We're also seeing the Eevee Pokemon Center promo from Prismatic Evolutions come down a bit. It is down 34.37% with a market price of $66.50. I got one more Pokemon Center exclusive promo for you. It's the Mimikyu from Paldean Fates. This card is down 38.74% and is sitting at a market price of $49.93. And lastly, for our honorable mentions, and this is the one I'm actually interested in the most, it's the Bulbasaur illustration rare from Mega Evolution. This card is currently down 40.47% with a market value for a near mint to mint copy of $14.12. And this card, along with the Meowth illustration rare, are cards that I am kind of investing into a little bit more heavily than the other cards. I've been comparing this Bulbasaur to the Bulbasaur IR from Stellar Crown, which is doing extremely well, still selling for well over $200 as a PSA 10. Which leads me to the number one and possibly most underrated card in my opinion as of right now. It's the Wigglytuff illustration rare from Phantasmal Flames. This card is down a whopping 77.8% in the past 3 months at a market price of only $4.12. Yes, please. It's also worth noting this card has sold most recently as a PSA 10 for $108.19. And I think this is just a phenomenal looking card, folks. It is so eye-catching. You got the Wigglytuff and a ton of Jigglypuffs there. I think it's very underrated. And about $4 for a near mint-to-mint copy? How can you go wrong? Folks, what do you think of the cards on today's list? Please let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. I love talking about the market with you. It's one of my favorite styles of video. So please leave a comment. That's all I got for you today. I'll catch you all in my next one.